What? You didn't get an invitation to the Bezos-Sanchez wedding in Venice last weekend? Me neither. You can't afford a lavish vacation, nor can I. No worries. You can travel with me this summer to Italy, as well as Ireland, France, Labrador, Korea, China, Central America, and throughout the beautiful United States, for the cost of a trip to the library or your local bookstore. Author Anna Quindlen writes, "Books are the plane and the train and the road. They are the destination and the journey." Indeed. With that, welcome to episode 116 of Pink's Picks Book Recs, commentary from a retired high school English teacher. Today's historical fiction titles, Isola and The Marriage Portrait, take us to 1500s France and Italy and are based on the lives of two young women who, despite their wealth, status, and education, wind up at the mercy of ruthless men and ultimately must fight to survive. Allegra Goodman, who grew up on Oahu, has always been fascinated by islands and castaways, thus drawn to novels such as Robinson Crusoe and Kidnapped. So, when she serendipitously discovered Marguerite de la Roque in an illustrated children's book, she was riveted by the woman's harrowing story. Goodman learned that in 1542, a nobleman sailed from France to what is now Canada, bringing along his young ward, who annoyed him by having an affair aboard ship. As punishment, he marooned Marguerite and her lover on an uninhabited island in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. In addition to her stellar characterization, I love Goodman's structure. She begins with an antique map of New France, followed by a brilliant 15-line prologue where she uses the pronoun I 19 times to introduce the theme of isolation. At this point, unnamed protagonist agonizes in this passage about being alone on her island. This theme is reinforced in the first paragraph of the main narrative, where we learn that Marguerite's mother died during Marguerite's birth. Her father died when she was 3 years old. She has no siblings nor any living relatives. The story is divided retrospectively into 6 parts, each with an epigraph written in 1517 by Anne of France for her daughter. Short lessons on how to be a lady. In addition to that, Goodman mentions in her notes that 2 contemporary accounts of Marguerite's ordeal survive. One was written by the Queen in 1558. Goodman includes a scene in the novel depicting Marguerite's interaction with the Queen. In real life, the royal modeled her collection of stories on Boccaccio's The Decameron, written in 1353. I find this especially interesting as O'Farrell's 2 epigraphs, of the 2, one is from the Decameron. O'Farrell begins the marriage portrait with a historical note. In 1560, 15-year-old Lucrezia di Cosimo de' Medici left Florence to begin her married life with Alfonso II d'Este, Duke of Ferrara. Less than a year later, she would be dead. The official cause of her death was given as putrid fever, but it was rumored that she had been murdered by her husband. So from the beginning, we know Lucrezia's fate, or do we? In O'Farrell's deft hands, this knowledge in no way diminishes the thrill of discovering how Lucrezia got to this point. All of the chapters are cleverly named, beginning with a wild and lonely place set in an old fortress near Udine, Italy in 1561, on the day before Lucrezia's death. The second chapter is titled The Unfortunate Circumstances of Lucrezia's Conception, set in 1544 at her parents' palazzo in Florence. From here, the chapters rotate between the past and the present until the timelines intersect. I love O'Farrell's extensive diction, both English and Italian, and her period-appropriate detail. Her vivid imagery of clothing, cuisine, architecture, landscapes, and interior designs made these elements seem palpable. Further, I adore this cover, more so after having read the novel. In the background, you see an image of Lucrezia's portrait, painted in 1560 by Agnolo Bronzino and or his pupil Alessandro Allori. In the forefront, you see tiger stripes. Lucrezia's father had a penchant for exotic animals, which he imported, then housed in the basement of their palazzo. In the novel, Lucrezia views the tiger as her kindred spirit. The beautiful beast's unfortunate containment serves as a powerful metaphor for Lucrezia's confinement and that of her peers. O'Farrell is a Pink's Pick repeat author. I reviewed Hamnet and loved it in episode 23. Her storytelling talent is what motivated me to purchase this book. Isola is my first exposure to Goodman, but it will not be my last. I am thrilled to now know the names of two amazing women from the 16th century, and I give these titles both A's. Until next time, be safe, make good choices, and do your homework. Bye-bye.